Hello everyone. Today we will have a maybe a little bit long video because it will be related to a whole overview of the Qt for Python projects. Not only about the features that we have, but more focus on the structure of the main repository and resources websites. As you can see here, we are already in the landing page of the projects. You maybe are familiar with it. Qt.io/qt-for-python. This is the main product page that you can find here with an easy way to understand how to install it on a virtual environment, maybe highlighting some features that we have here, and also the main like a simple example that you can try it out. There are many resources here, documentation, examples, and everything. I think that the most important for you is to know that if you go to doc.io/qt-for-python, you will get to the main documentation page, which is something that we have been developing through the years since the release. Here is everything that we know about the projects, all the examples, tutorials, and everything that we have, we put it here. So this should be your starting point for every single thing that you're trying to achieve. We do have many tutorials here that I hope that there are enough for you, but if at some point you really find something that is not here and you would like to understand, I would recommend you to give us a message and say, hey, you know what, having a tutorial on this topic will be really cool, right? For this, we have our Jira system. So if you go to bugreports.qt.io, well, this is my personal view of it, but the most important bit is this one. If you go, you create your Qt account, and then you go to Bug Reports, Qt.io's project spy site, then here you will notice all the the bugs that we have already, and reports and suggestions and stuff, and you can create, in the case of, for example, a tutorial, maybe a user story that maybe you are requiring for something that is not there anymore. You would like to maybe so you have some special uses or another something like a Python module that you are using with in complement with PySite and everything. So it will be really cool for you to file these things here. Another website is that when you go to pysite.org, you will get to here, which is the public wiki page for the Qt for Python project. Here we try to, of course, to link everything that we have in the documentation page, but at least it will be also a good starting point for you to understand how to install it, to maybe a really simplistic application, all the links. And one of the most important bits here is the community side. We have many platforms where the developers and the community are present at the moment. You can join, for example, I can say you from the bottom of my head that the Gitter is an interface related to the old GitHub project, which has a lot of people, which has a link with the IRC channel, which is one of the most active places. If that's what you like to do, recommend you to join this. If you don't like IRC clients, maybe you can go to Gitter. Maybe it's a easier way to understand everything. Another group that is quite active is the Telegram group. You can get an invite here. But of course, as always, we also have links to Matrix services, channels, and you can find, of course, some people helping you in the Qt forums. This is really important because here, as you can see, we have two main things. First of all is the development notes by date, which is all the meeting logs that we have for every single week. As you can see here, this was yesterday and last week, and so on and so forth. You can read everything we have here up to 2018. You have all the logs there. And the other important thing here is usually the missing PySite bindings, which is something that we try to compare each other with the other Python bindings out there, PyQt, and try to see be more transparent in the sense of like what is not in PySite, what is in PyQt, and you can have a list here per each module. So there are many things here for you to start with. I totally encourage you also on the wiki page, when you write pysite.org, If at some point you would like to contribute something and you would like to let us know, like maybe, hey, here there is a small typo I found on the documentation, or there is a small bug that I found on this specific method. Here you also have all the instruction how to start. You can see here development, getting started. You will have here a summary of more or less the steps to get your first pull request. Well, in this case, it's not a pull request, but it's kind of like a patch on Gareth, which is the system that Qt uses. So you can set up your Qt account, set up your Gareth account, and here are all the instructions on how to clone the repository, how to write the commits, and how to submit and push everything. Of course, this process, in case of being too complicated, we are always willing to help you in one of the community channels that we described before. So please, if you have any questions, drop by one of the channels and just ask the questions there. Here, there is a really important thing that about the official repository that we would like to really try to highlight, which is kind of like the steps how to clone the repository and also the structure of the repository itself. But we will look this in a different video. So I hope that this overview of the whole projects and resources is helpful for you. And if you're interested to know what is inside the PyStat projects and the source code, maybe stay tuned for the next video.